Hey Padres fans, it's time for a brand new episode of Padres POV. We're taking you around the town to some of San Diego's top hot spots. This episode, we hang out with fan favorite Padres catcher Austin Hedges, and things get a little competitive at one of downtown's newest hangouts, Punch Bowl Social. Plus, your Friars test their luck at one of San Diego's hottest casinos, Sequan Casino, and it's all for a good cause. And we stop by Petco Park's newest addition, immortalizing a San Diego Hall of Famer. We have all that and more right now on this brand new episode of Padres POV. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to a brand new episode of Padres POV. I'm Lisa Lane. I'm here at Punch Bowl Social, one of San Diego's newest hotspots, where just the other day I had the chance to go head-to-head against Padres catcher Austin Hedges to find out who has the best game off the field. Take a look. Hello, hi Austin, How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good to see you. All right, I want to see how competitive you are. We're here at Punch Bowl. I got some cards here, and we're gonna go play the best of three. Are you ready?
Okay, let's do it.
All right, let's see
go.
what you got.
Ah, it looks good.
That's pretty good.
6.
Why did my ball go so slow?
Boo. Coming in hot.
I think this one looks good.
Hey. Ooh,
Yeah, I got 7.
a little, holes are a little small.
Oh, okay.
All right, I gotta lock it in.
So now when you have a day off, is this something that you would like to do, or is this more of off-season activities?
No, this is like a perfect day off for me. Anytime you can go get some food and drinks and play some games, that's like a perfect off day for me.
Looks better.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I gotta hit a few down, don't I?
Yep. This is it. This is for
Pressure's
who wins
on.
bowling. Got her. Oh, you beat me. Okay, so we're gonna move on. I'm a very sore loser, so I'm not happy right now. Let's do darts. Darts?
All right, I got a dartboard at my house, so I might
God.
have you at this one.
Who else on the team is like super competitive in everything that you maybe like to give a hard time to?
Will Myers for sure. Will and I compete at a lot of things, and I got to step my game up for him because he's pretty athletic. He's kind of good at everything, but yeah, we have fun competing against each other.
Why do I feel like this would be the perfect place for you guys?
Yeah, I feel like this would be his paradise. He would come here, get some wings, get some chicken fingers, and play a bunch of games. How about we just play? All right, you get 3 shots.
Okay.
Add up your number.
Okay. Perfect.
Bullseye is 100.
Got it. All right, I think I can handle that.
I'm making rules up right now.
I like it. All right, 20.
Ooh, that one's
Oh,
gonna
that's
hurt
the
me.
one. Not good. Not.
Ooh, 13. Good shot. You got me.
Did I? Yeah, I did.
You got me by 1.
So I win this round.
Nice.
So I'm gonna take darts. You get bowling. We're tied. So now
Sounds
it's
good.
all on the line for shuffleboard. All right, so we made it to the shuffleboard. I'll go with red. You're blue.
Okay.
Whoever wins this wins it all today.
All right, this is it.
This is it.
Pressure's on.
All right. Oh, okay, way too fast. Ooh, that looks screwed up. It's gonna be really annoying if you're good at everything. Like, it's not
Only
fair.
a 1?
I was gonna say, you've been here, what, 3 years now? Do you feel like this is home? Do you have the routine down in the community? Your places you like to go?
Yeah, 100%. I live over in Point Loma, and I got my places over there kind of at Liberty Station that I like to go to. There's Stone Brewery over there. There's a place called the Loma Club that I like to go to.
Love it. That's my favorite hangout.
Is it?
I swear.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like this, like games,
Yeah.
drinks, food, like kind of everything.
I think during Christmas time, I saw you on Garrison Street. Like someone tweeted a picture that you
Yeah,
stopped by.
we were doing the lights up there and stuff,
Yeah.
and doing our holiday videos, so that was really cool.
And you talk about your family coming down. How special has that been for them to be able to be so present throughout your career and catching so many games?
Well, I just blew this game.
Yeah, you did.
But no, it's awesome. My dad has season tickets. He comes down to almost every game I play, so I mean, just having my family there has been really cool.
So I just learned the trick to beating you, ask you lots of questions.
Yeah,
and
you
distract
distracted me. You distracted me. That's not fair.
So pretty much I won the day, by
You
the way.
did.
Can we get
You
this
did.
on record? I beat Austin Hedges. Thank you. I love it. I may have beat Austin this time, but we'll sit back down with the catcher later in the show. But for now, let's see what the fans consider your local San Diego hotspots.
My favorite place to eat downtown is Tin Fish. Love the fish tacos, are awesome.
At the game, because you have multiple choices and it's good food.
Swami's down here in Swami's. Great, good food.
I like Hedegado. It's a Brazilian steakhouse and it just serves a lot of meat. That's why I like it.
My favorite place to eat downtown is Bub's. I really like their wings and their tots.
My favorite place to eat downtown is Lolita's, right across the street from the park, because they have the best carne asada fries ever.
I gotta say my favorite place to hang out in Petco Park is probably out here in the park.
We like to do the Padre Lounge because the beer prices are good and everybody's friendly.
I like to hang out in the seats so I can watch the game.
Favorite place to watch the sunset is in La Jolla at the beach, by the seals, right?
My favorite place is Mission Bay. It's right down the hill from our house.
Mission Beach. With the roller coaster there in the background and as the sun's setting, it's just awesome.
On the top of the building here at Petco Park, you go all the way to the top of the stadium and you can see Coronado, you can see Point Loma. It's great.
Sunset Cliffs, because you're right above the water and you can hear the water and you just see the sun going down and it's just really pretty.
Sunset, probably Coronado Island. I hang out on Coronado Island quite a bit. It's just nice and quiet. Everybody's peaceful and just kind of laid back. And that's part of San Diego, man.
San Diego really does have the best sunsets. Well, there's still lots more to come on Padres POV. I sit down with Austin Hedges and he shares his special relationship with one Padres teammate.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite guys to be around, and he goes out of his way to help me. I mean, even when I was on the DL, he was always reaching out, texting me, just showing me support. I mean, he just does such a good job at whether it's verbally or just by example. He shows how to be a leader in the clubhouse.
Plus, the Padres place their bets for a good cause.
It's great to hang out with these guys outside the field. Doing it in a casino, a nice laid-back environment's awesome, and interacting with these fans is great too.
But first, it's time for your Friar Fun Fact. One of the most iconic hotspots in San Diego is the Western Metal Supply Company building. It was designed in 1909 and has housed everything from car parts to sporting goods. It was preserved in 1951 by the San Diego Historic Society and eventually would become one of the best spots to watch the game at Petco Park. Hey everyone, welcome back to Padres POV. I'm Lisa Lane. One of the hottest spots to go before a Padres game is right here at Bub's at the ballpark. And a great place to watch the game, of course, is at Saquon Casino, where we recently went for Padres winning weekend to hang out with Andy Green and some of the Friars as they doubled down for a good cause. Take a look.
This is a third annual Padres winning weekend. It's something that every year we take an entire weekend. Yesterday we did a chalk talk with Coach Andy Green that we call Brunch in Baseball, where we had a little over 300 Padres club card members. People were allowed to come down, mingle with some of the Padres alums, and of course hear some inside scoop from manager Andy Green.
We want it now, and I know the fan base, I know you guys deserve it now, and you want it now too.
You can hear the passion in the voices of the fans. They talk. They want something special here. It's exactly what we want the Padres organization to.
Today is our blackjack tournament. So this is benefiting the Padres Foundation. We have 6 Padres active players playing with a host of invited players and folks who bought in. And we'll see at the end of the day who the best blackjack player is.
Oh, God. Doesn't love it. Wow.
You know, getting to meet all these fans and blackjack players, and this is all for raising money for charity, so that's been a great time for me.
Yeah, it's great to hang out with these guys outside the field. Doing it at a casino, a nice laid-back environment's awesome, and interacting with these fans is great too. They support the heck out of us, so it's great to interact with them and thank them.
It's a great experience for myself and my teammates. Very glad to be here and very glad to have been hosting such a great event.
Our teammates are as dedicated Padres fans as you could imagine, from our general manager to every single one of us. We support the Padres.
What a great time at Taquan Casino for such a special cause. Well, coming up on Padres POV.
Here comes Jankowski around from second, and the Padres walk it off.
We bring you the best of the best with your Padres Plays of the Week. Plus, Austin Hedges reflects on the time he spent on the DL and how it led to his hot bat.
During that time, I figured a few things out, just especially mentally with my approach, just staying committed to that. I think when you stay committed to whatever makes you successful in the box, it's so much more mental than it is physical. So just relying on that every day as opposed to just trying to change my swing or change my mechanics every day. It's just, it's all about that approach.
But first, let's test your knowledge with some Padres POV trivia. Padres catcher Austin Hedges is native to Southern California. Which SoCal hotspot is Austin Hedges from? Is it A, Los Angeles, B, San Diego, or is it C, San Juan Capistrano? Find out next on Padres POV. Welcome back to Padres POV. Before the break, we asked you, which SoCal hotspot is Padres catcher Austin Hedges from? If you answered C, you were correct. Austin Hedges grew up in San Juan Capistrano before being drafted by the Padres in 2011. San Diego sports fans, if you haven't already, be sure to check out Fox Sports San Diego's original show, Inside San Diego Sports. It airs every Tuesday, and this week, they're giving you a sneak peek into the future of your Friars.
You know, every time I work hard, and all those moments, I was there almost passing out about running and lifting and hitting on the field, whatever, but I think that work is paying off right now.
Of course, if you want to keep up with all of the latest videos, shows, and articles, make sure to check out foxsportssandiego.com. All right, Padres fans, now it's time for the best of the best from your Friars and this week's Padres Plays of the Week.
Hell's Bells behind us, and a tribute really for Trevor and his family and all of you fans here in San Diego.
The away ball lines it to left, that's in. Here comes Jankowski around from second, and the Padres walk it off. High drive, deep left center field for Renfroe. That ball is back, and that ball is gone.
I hope Trevor Hoffman could field his position because that ball was just hit out by the statue.
Fly ball to left field, struck pretty well, and it's gone.
Serious launch angle. Foot is down, throw the head, and let the bat do the work. That is a no-doubter.
Well, there's still a lot more to come on Padres POV. We head back to Punch Bowl Social and get an insight into the relationship between pitcher and catcher.
I think a lot of pitcher-catcher combos have a lot of success when they're on the same page and sticking together, and the pitchers are doing less thinking and letting the catcher kind of take control of that.
Plus, we relive a magical night unveiling Petco Park's newest hotspot.
I'm completely honored with this moment, but when you walk by those statues, whether it's Tony, Jerry, myself, I hope you can pass on a story to your children and reminisce a little bit about what 51 was like. Thanks for having me. I love you guys. Have a great night.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Padres POV. Hey everyone, welcome back to Padres POV. I'm Lisa Lane. The newest hotspot right here at Petco Park, of course, is the Trevor Hoffman statue. The unveiling of this masterpiece was such a memorable night, and in case you missed it, here's a recap to live it all over again.
I think more than anything, this is kind of the culmination of a long journey for the past 5-6 months that you guys have been along. And they've done such an amazing job of telling that story to our fans. It's incredible to see a likeness of yourself that's going to be there for a long time, long after you're still walking the earth and the stories being told.
3, 2, 1.
I think I was kind of just thinking along those lines of all the stories that will be told of the fans and their perspective of my career and the memories that they have in the stands. And so I'm going to close you in this. I'm completely honored with this moment, but when you walk by those statues, whether it's Tony, Jerry, myself, I hope you can pass on a story to your children, your grandkids, your grandparents, and reminisce a little bit about what 51 was like. Thanks for having me. I love you guys. Have a great night.
Next time you're down at Petco Park, make sure to check out the ballpark's newest hotspot. Well, as promised, we head back to Punch Bowl Social for a one-on-one sit-down with Padres catcher Austin Hedges. All right, Austin, so the games were fun. Obviously, the food looks amazing. Like you said, this is going to maybe be a new go-to spot for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think anytime after games, come hang out, compete a little bit, play some games, and have some good food. This is a really good spot.
Absolutely, and I do want to talk to you a little bit about the baseball season and what's going on. I mean, we've seen so many young pitchers come up. Has that been exciting for you, and have you tried to take on a mentorship role with some of these young guys?
Yeah, I think, for the past few years, we've been hearing so much about all these guys that are in our minor league system, why we have the #1 farm system in the league. And it's exciting and all to hear about it, but it's so much more exciting to actually have them arrive. And now it's like the future is here now. So, to have all these guys like Lauer, Luke Casey, Nix, and Kennedy, and Wingenter, and all these guys that have been up, and whoever else is going to come up. It's a really exciting time for the organization, for San Diego, and for me personally, just to be able to catch these guys and work with them and, just guide them in the right direction and bring some wins to this team.
How would you say you've grown and evolved in the last 3 years?
I mean, now I feel like I'm a completely different baseball player. One of the reasons I love baseball so much is you learn something every day, and over the course of 3 years, every learning experience from failures, successes over that period of time is crazy, and I feel like I've learned so much, and I still have so much to learn, so that's the exciting part about this sport.
And to the younger guys when they're making their first start, do they just put a lot of trust in you? I feel like there has to be some great trust between you and the pitcher.
Yeah, I hope that's the case. It's been the case that's so far this year. They haven't been shaking me off too much, which is good because I take a lot of pride in the work and the research that I do before the games. And the less that they're thinking out there and just focusing on executing pitches and having us on the same page, that's where that chemistry builds and that trust builds. And I think a lot of pitcher-catcher combos have a lot of success when they're on the same page and sticking together. And the pitchers are doing less thinking and letting the catcher kind of take control of that.
And one person I'm assuming you can learn a lot from has been A.J. Ellis, just with how many years he's played in the league. Has it been nice having him, and do you guys have a great friendship and bond, and have you picked his brain a little bit over this year?
Yeah, he's one of my favorite guys to be around, and he goes out of his way to help me. I mean, even when I was on the DL, he was always reaching out, texting me, just showing me support. I mean, he just does such a good job at whether it's verbally or just by example. He shows how to be a leader in the clubhouse, how to show everybody what it's like to be a professional. He's really a true professional.
And you mentioned that time on the DL. When you had to take that time away from baseball, were you able to reflect at all? What did you learn during that time?
Yeah, I did a lot of soul searching, if you will, and just kind of understood myself a little bit more. You know, it's tough. You want to be out on the field. It's very frustrating to not be on the field, especially with the team, with the guys. They're grinding. You want to be in that grind with them. But I think it was good for me. So obviously, everything happens for a reason. So it brought me to where I am today, and I'm proud of that.
And since you've been back, you have had a hot bat. What do you attribute that to? It's been so fun to watch.
I think during that time, I figured a few things out, just especially mentally with my approach, just staying committed to that. I think when you stay committed to whatever makes you successful in the box, it's so much more mental than it is physical. So just relying on that every day as opposed to just trying to change my swing or change my mechanics every day. It's all about that approach.
And I always like to end on a high note. So looking at the season so far, what has been a high moment for you, or a moment you'll look back on this season and be proud of?
The last road trip we just had in Chicago and Milwaukee, we won 4 out of 7 games. I know to some people it might not stand out that much, but it was the way that our team came together, and we were just one. It was like when we were hitting, we had this 8 or 9 versus 1 mentality, and I feel like we had so much fun and energy, like Hunter's grand slammer to win the game in Milwaukee. For some reason, that was one of the highlights of my season so far. And that whole road trip, I think it really brought us together, and I think it's a really big stepping stone for us moving forward as a unit. And I think we're going to look back on that series as something that helped us get to be a championship ball club.
All right, well, thank you so much for the time. I think we can hang out, eat the rest of this, but we really do appreciate you being here today.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm always going to remember that I beat you.
You did. I will always remember too.
Well, that does it for this brand new episode of Padres POV. I hope you enjoyed checking out some of the hottest spots in San Diego. From Petco Park, I'm Lisa Lane. Cue that rollout.
Here's to you, Padres POV.
Anthony, and then my last name.
Diego's newest hot spots, Punch Bowl, Will's a wing guy.
Will's more of a chicken fingers guy, pretty basic.
I love that you know that about him.
My mom's. He got it from my mom.